Katy Perry has always known how to turn heartbreak into empowerment. And this time, she's doing it with a smile and a little help from Australia's cutest furball. As breakup rumors with Orlando Bloom swirl and her ex is seen flying solo to a star-studded wedding in Venice, Katy's response isn't tears. It's transformation. In a sun-soaked carousel of snapshots and carefree dancing, Katy gave fans a glimpse into her world post-split. And she summed it all up with just one word: mood, Quokka. But what does that really mean? And where do things truly stand with Orlando? Subscribe to Star Gossips and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update from Hollywood's heart. The Quokka, smiley, unbothered, eternally cute, might just be the perfect spirit animal for the fireworks singer right now. While Orlando Bloom made headlines arriving alone in Venice for Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez's jaw-dropping wedding, Katy was worlds away, both geographically and emotionally. Touring Australia with her daughter Daisy Dove, Katy seemed at peace. She wasn't making statements with press releases. She let her mood speak through moments, riding bikes on Rottnest Island, dancing to classical music on the beach, and beaming alongside the famously happy marsupial. The timing of her Instagram post couldn't have been more poetic. Just a day after Bloom touched down in Italy, noticeably without Katy or their daughter, she posted those carefree vacation shots. And the caption? Mood. Quokka. No tears, no drama, just an emoji-worthy nod to her current state of mind. But not everyone was smiling. Bride-to-be Lauren Sanchez left a heartfelt comment on Katy's post, writing, "We miss you, Katy." That small message carried weight. Katy had attended Lauren's bachelorette bash in Paris just weeks prior, partying with Eva Longoria, Kim Kardashian, and Kris Jenner. So why wasn't she at the main event? The answer, at least publicly, is her ongoing Lifetimes tour in Australia. But fans are reading between the lines. The last time Katy and Orlando were spotted together was in April, when she boarded a spaceflight with Lauren Sanchez. Since then, there have been no red carpet appearances, no social media shout-outs, and certainly no signs of the wedding planning Katy once talked about on the Drew Barrymore show. In fact, eagle-eyed fans notice that not only has Bloom been flying solo, but Daisy has been with Katy the whole time, riding behind her in a bike trailer and playing captain on boat rides across Rottnest's turquoise waters. Despite the distance and rumors, neither Katy nor Orlando has officially addressed the breakup, but the silence has only fueled speculation. This was a couple with nearly a decade of history, ups, downs, and a daughter between them. From their spark at the 2016 Golden Globes afterparty to surprise birthdays, Parisian dinners, and meeting the Pope, Katy and Orlando weren't just a tabloid fixture. They were a power pair. They shared grand gestures and intimate moments. From Disneyland Shanghai vacations with Bloom's son Flynn to Perry's surprise pregnancy announcement in a music video, the couple had created a life filled with magic. So where did things start to shift? One clue may be found in the way their love story unfolded publicly. They rarely walked red carpets together, preferring to keep their bond semi-private, at least in Hollywood terms. When breakup rumors hit back in 2017, they issued a joint statement asking for respectful, loving space. That language feels eerily familiar now. And yet, in September 2024, just months ago, Katy was still speaking lovingly of Orlando during an Apple Music interview, admitting, "When we argue kinda hot and fast and then cool really quickly." They were still making it work, or so it seemed. Things changed again in April 2025 when Katy launched into space with Lauren Sanchez and an all-female crew. Orlando and Daisy were there to support her, standing proudly at the launch site. It was a full-circle moment, but it also seems to be the last time they were seen as a family. Since then, Katy has thrown herself into her tour, and Orlando? He's been keeping a low profile. Yes, he was seen arriving in Venice for the Bezos wedding, but his absence on social media speaks volumes. And as the headlines swirl and the questions mount, Katy's letting her actions, and emojis, do the talking. Some fans might say it's just another Hollywood split. But for longtime followers of Katy, it feels personal. She's the woman who once said, "I'm wide awake." And now, we're seeing what that looks like in real life, setting boundaries, creating joy, and showing the world that sometimes the softest smiles hide the deepest strength. And as for little Daisy Dove, she's right beside her mama, basking in the sunshine, hopping from beach to boat, learning, perhaps even without knowing, what resilience looks like. A mother showing her daughter that even when love takes a different path, life can still be full of wonder, adventure, and growth. Katy Perry may not be talking directly about the breakup, but in a way she's saying everything. The roar singer is roaring quietly, gracefully, not with headlines or press conferences, but with laughter, with movement, with joy. That Instagram post, it wasn't just a snapshot, it was a statement. A declaration of independence, peace, and evolution. So whether or not she and Orlando find their way back to each other, one thing is clear: Katy's writing her own story now. And this chapter is all about healing, fun, and fierce self-love. Stay tuned for more heartfelt Hollywood moments, only here on Star Gossips.